Okay folks, here we are in VP4 Snooker. Now, VP4 Snooker has gone way behind the times. That is my opinion. And I'll tell you what I mean by way behind the times. Yes, it's a simulation. Yes, it's a computer game. Yes, I accept that. But in comparison with the modern day, that's too thin, I think. Yeah, well, almost too thin. Not a bad break. But in comparison with what you see, and I watch a lot of snooker, and I've played snooker, or I used to, for a number of years on pretty poor club tables, which were nothing compared to professional snooker tables. And modern day snooker tables have vastly improved with a number of reasons. First of all, heated slate for each table now is the norm. And the other vast improvement is the quality of the cloths. The cloths have become much finer. Even back when I first started watching snooker, which is well over 40 years ago. In fact, it's longer than that. It's probably 50 years ago. I think I watched the first World Championship that was televised from the Crucible Theatre, which would be about 1977. So tell a lie, I'd be about 13 years old when when it first caught my eye. And even in those days, those snooker tables then were nothing compared to what they are now. There's been lots of improvements. However, virtual pool has really stayed more or less the same, from my opinion, and we haven't caught up with the times. First of all, virtual pool snooker, again, this is my opinion, and I've stated this on a number of occasions in the past to Steve, the developer of the game. First of all, I think that the pool tables now also, in comparison to the modern day televised tournaments that you watch, I think that the pool tables are a tad too slow in Virtual Pool 4. You see, I can't pick an edge to get a line for a cut now at all half the time. And also, more importantly, for those of us who favour snooker more than pool, the snooker table is far too slow in comparison to, again, the modern day professional tournament tables that you see in TV. The default speed in Virtual Pool 4 for the snooker table on tournament table settings is 28. And that is too slow. The object ball and the cue ball, they don't run out as much as you see it happen on the real life professional snooker tables. They don't run out. Cue ball does not run out. I keep hitting the wrong bloody button. But if you look at the cue ball here, the cue ball here is running out a lot better. And the reason for that is, if we look at the table settings, I have got this on a custom table setting where the table is, everything about the table settings, the rail speed and the table skid and the rail grab, they are all the same. The one thing that I have changed is the table speed. The default is 28. The table speed I have upped to 34 because I think that's as close as we're going to get. In fact, it still might be a tad slower than what the comparable real-life snooker table speed looks like when you watch balls rolling to a halt. And I've watched enough snooker over the years to judge that, or be a reasonable judge of it. Look at the cue ball running out. There's that little bit more life in the run of the object ball and the cue ball, but I think this is a fair, I would say, a fair judgment of improving virtual pool snooker to have a championship cloth setting. In fact, why doesn't VP4 have more than what we have here as options for the snooker table? In fact, hang on a minute. If I just come out of that and quit the match and look at the settings, when you go to custom, you have novice, club, and tournament. Well, why don't we have novice, club, tournament, and championship, where the table speed is 34? Why don't we have that? It can't be that hard, Steve. It shouldn't take that much code to put in an extra setting for championship with a 34 table speed. Again, you can either have normal, narrow, tight, or very tight pockets. When you go to tight and tight, that gets crazy. But why not have a championship table with a 34 setting? It can't be that difficult, Steve. And you know, if you have the inclination and if it's too slow, then you do it.